Welcome, nature enthusiasts and photography lovers. Today, we're diving into the mesmerizing world of macro photography. Imagine bringing the tiniest wonders of nature right before your eyes, magnified in their full glory. That's the magic we're exploring today. Defining macro photography. Macro photography is more than just close-up shots. It's an art that magnifies small subjects, revealing details unseen by the naked eye. We're talking about entering a world where a simple leaf becomes a canvas of intricate veins and a drop of water reflects a universe. Why macro in nature? Nature is an artist, and macro photography is our lens to its finest work. From the patterns on a butterfly's wings to the structure of a snowflake, each shot opens a door to a new, tiny universe. It's not just photography, it's an exploration. The thrill of the small world. Imagine the patience and excitement of capturing a dewdrop balancing on a leaf, or the slow dance of a blooming flower. This is where patience meets passion, and the unseen becomes seen. It's not just about taking pictures, it's about uncovering the secrets of nature. Choosing the right camera. First up, the camera. Whether it's a DSLR, a mirrorless, or even a high-end compact, the key is in the details. Look for something that offers you manual control, a good resolution, and maybe even macro-specific features. Remember, the best camera is the one that lets you capture your vision. The heart of macro, lenses. Now, the lens. This is where the real magic happens. Macro lenses let you get close and personal with your subject, offering life-size magnification. We'll talk about focal lengths, aperture, and why sometimes a prime lens might be your go-to choice for that perfect shot. Accessories, the game changers. Accessories can be game changers. A sturdy tripod to keep things sharp, a ring flash for that perfect lighting, maybe even some extension tubes for an extra close focus. These aren't just add-ons, they're essentials in your macro toolkit. Software, the finishing touch. And let's not forget post-processing. The right software can turn a good photo into a great one. It's where you can fine-tune your colors, sharpen your details, and maybe even stack those focuses for an image that truly pops. Basics and camera setup. First, the basics. Understand your subject's size and how close you can get. Then, let's set up your camera. We're talking about finding the right aperture for depth, the perfect shutter speed to freeze motion, and the ideal ISO for clarity. And yes, we'll tackle the tricky art of focusing up close. Lighting, the soul of your photo. Lighting can make or break your macro shot. Natural light is your ally, but sometimes you need more. Here's where ring flashes and diffusers come into play. We'll learn how to use light to reveal textures and colors, creating a photo that speaks. Composition and perspective. Composition is your story. The rule of thirds, leading lines, framing. These aren't just rules. They're tools to guide the viewer's eye. And perspective? That's your secret weapon. Getting down low or finding an unusual angle can turn a simple subject into a stunning image. Advanced techniques. Now, for the pros, focus stacking for depth, using macro rails for precision, and high-speed photography for capturing split-second moments. These techniques take patience and practice, but the results? Absolutely worth it. Post-processing. The final touch. Finally, the finishing touch. Post-processing. It's where you enhance those colors, sharpen the focus, and maybe remove a stray speck or two. This is your chance to fine-tune your vision, turning a good photo into a great one. Introducing the highlight reel. Now, let's embark on a visual journey. I'm thrilled to share some of my favorite macro shots with you. Each one tells a unique story, not just of the subject, but of the moment, the technique, and the passion behind the lens. Imaginary Photo 1. Morning dew on a spider web. Picture this, a spider web, each thread lined with tiny dewdrops shimmering in the morning sun. Capturing this required waking up before dawn, setting up when the world was still asleep. The natural backlight made each droplet glow, creating a jewel-like effect. Patience was key here, and the result? A breathtaking tapestry of nature. Imaginary Photo 2. The intricacies of a butterfly wing. Next, a close-up of a butterfly's wing. This isn't just a photo, it's a study in texture and pattern. I had to approach gently, respecting the butterfly's space. A shallow depth of field brought out the intricate details, turning a simple wing into a canvas of nature's art. Imaginary Photo 3. The hidden universe in a leaf. Ever noticed the tiny veins in a leaf? This shot brings those to life. The lighting was crucial to highlight the leaf's natural lines and colors. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most everyday objects can hold the most extraordinary beauty. Imaginary Photo 4. Pollen Up Close. Here's a macro challenge, capturing pollen grains on a flower. The focus stacking technique was vital to get sharp details. It's a world unseen by the naked eye, a microcosm of life resting on the petals of a flower. Imaginary Photo 5. The Dance of Water Droplets. This shot captures the dynamic dance of water droplets. High-speed photography froze the motion, revealing shapes and forms that are usually just a blur. It's a moment of transient beauty, frozen in time. Imaginary Photo 6. An Ant's Perspective. An ant, magnified, going about its day. This shot is all about perspective. Getting down to the ant's level, the world transforms. It's a story of life from a different scale, a testament to the wonders of the small world. Imaginary Photo 7. Bark Textures. Finally, a piece of bark, but seen through a macro lens, it becomes an abstract landscape. This photo is about texture, patterns, and how the ordinary can become extraordinary. It's nature's art, raw and beautiful. Each photo in this reel is a testament to the magic of macro photography, capturing the essence of the natural world in its minutest forms. As we come to the end of our journey into macro photography, let's take a moment to reflect. We've explored the tiny wonders of nature, the equipment that brings them to life, and the techniques that transform a simple shot into a masterpiece. But it's more than just photography. It's a journey of discovery and wonder. Macro photography is a beautiful blend of art and technique. It challenges us to see differently, to focus on the small, and uncover the immense beauty in the minutest of details. It's a dance of light, focus, and perspective, where each element plays a crucial role in creating the final image. Here is a little story of someone close to me that discovered macro photography. It was a crisp and sunny morning when I stumbled upon the enchanting world of macro photography. The day started like any other, with me grabbing my camera and heading out to a nearby park to capture the beauty of nature. Little did I know that this day would mark a turning point in my photography journey. As I walked along the familiar trails, I couldn't help but notice the tiny wonders that had always been there, but had eluded my attention. Dew-kissed spiderwebs glistened like delicate jewels in the morning sun, and the vibrant colors of wildflowers beckoned to be admired up close. My curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to try something different. I attached a macro lens to my camera. The world through my viewfinder suddenly transformed into a mesmerizing realm of intricacy and detail. Every petal of a flower, every droplet of dew, and every blade of grass became a masterpiece waiting to be captured. I was immediately captivated by the magical world of macro photography. The first subject that caught my eye was a dew-covered spiderweb glistening in the soft morning light. I approached it carefully, adjusting the focus on my camera to bring the delicate threads into sharp relief. As I pressed the shutter button, I marveled at the intricate patterns and tiny water droplets suspended like diamonds. It was as if I had entered a secret world that had always been hidden in plain sight. I spent hours exploring the park, seeking out the tiniest details that had previously gone unnoticed. A tiny ladybug perched on a blade of grass, its vibrant red shell contrasting beautifully with the lush green background. The intricate texture of a moss-covered stone revealed a world of miniature landscapes, with tiny moss spores resembling miniature trees and forests. As I continued to explore, I discovered a world of insects that I had never paid much attention to before. A dragonfly landed on a nearby branch, and I marveled at the translucent wings and intricate veins that carried life-giving fluid. The compound eyes of a curious ant became a mesmerizing mosaic of tiny lenses, reflecting the world around it in a way I had never imagined. One of the most magical moments of that day came when I stumbled upon a patch of wildflowers. To the naked eye, they were a burst of color, but through my macro lens, they were a universe of intricate patterns and textures. The velvety surface of a petal, the delicate hairs on a stem, and the iridescent shimmer of a butterfly's wing all became my subjects, each more captivating than the last. I was completely absorbed in my newfound passion, losing track of time as I explored the hidden world of macro photography. It was as if I had been given a key to a secret garden, a world that most people walked past without ever noticing. The simple act of slowing down and taking a closer look had opened up a universe of beauty and wonder that I had never imagined.